The Long Walk, a deep allegory on the walk of life. The long walk symbolizes the politics, pain, and joy that comes with life's journey. On the surface, the long walk sounds like a simple story. In a dystopian 70s era America, young men from each state volunteered to enter an annual walking event. The rules are pretty simple. Keep walking at least 3 miles per hour until the last person is standing. If you fall behind or break the rules, you will be executed on the spot. The last person walking is given a cash prize and one granted wish. And I'll be completely honest, I had little interest in seeing this film when I first heard about it. It seemed a little too similar to Hunger Games, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that The Long Walk does have some similarities, but it stands on its own as an original story rich with symbolism and thought provoking messages. This Stephen King thriller is based on a book from 1979, and it is a very, very good adaptation. This movie is packed full of moments that will make you laugh, gasp, and even cry at times. Just about everything that you could fear that would happen in a situation like this essentially does happen. You see the boys get exhausted, hurt, and even sick, yet they keep pushing their limits to continue the endless walk. While watching, you'll find yourself questioning, could I do this? Would I do this? The more you watch the film, the more you'll realize that you have already been doing your own version of this walk in some way or another. You see, we all have experienced joy, pain, trauma in our own individual walks of life. And even in those times that we desperately want to give up, we don't. The long walk will make you reflect on what makes us keep pushing despite an inevitable end. There's so much good about this movie, from the actors, the cinema, the story, but some of the best parts for me were the diversity, the realism, and the symbolism. The diversity I absolutely loved. The boys were all from different backgrounds and cultures. This added so much to the different walks of life concept while giving a strong visual representation of it. This also helped to highlight both the similarities and the differences between the competitors, who knew nothing about one another except the fact that they wanted something so bad that they were all willing to sign their lives away for it. If it's one thing that makes this film stand out from the Hunger Games, it's the realistic violence. Don't get me wrong, Hunger Game gets the point across well enough, but The Long Walk doesn't shy from it one bit. The R rating is completely necessary. There's quite a bit of graphic gore and violence to the point that I turned my head away a couple times. This helps the viewer to understand just how brutal this competition is, and it's not a walk in the park for these boys. It does indeed get quite ugly. And as I mentioned earlier, this story is full of symbolism. You can connect it to our own individual lives, of course, but there's also connections to mental health, human connections, and politics. In all honesty, it's frightening to see the similarities to modern times. I can only hope that we're not looking forward to a similar future, as we currently live in what the characters refer to as the before times. If you find yourself drawn to films that make you reflect on life, then like myself, you'll probably really enjoy this movie. It can be very brutal and sad at moments, but there's also many touching moments to look forward to. Stephen King, he has that royal last name for a reason. He simply doesn't miss. His classic novel has now been adapted into a classic film that we have people analyzing and interpreting, and they'll probably be doing this for years to come. So let me know what you think below, and I'll probably end up doing a deeper article and video on this film just because there's so much to pull from it. Thank you for watching.